Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the AgriCapitalist Podcast, where we talk about hidden treasures in plain sight. As it is my tradition, I want to thank everyone that has been with us up to this very moment. I want to say a big thank you to you. Well, it might not look as much just going through your phone, going on YouTube, and you see a guy like me talking, you decide to just watch. It might not seem much to you, but it means a great deal to me. I am so grateful. I pray that God keep elevating you and that you keep prospering in all of your endeavor. May you never lose. May you keep winning. That's my prayer for you. Today's episode will be talking about developing the right mindset as an agripreneur. And this one is for those of us that are feeling inadequate. Those of us that we have this passion for agriculture, but then we are feeling that it is a little bit above us. It is something we cannot do. We feel there are too many things to consider, so we feel we are not enough for the job. Let me say this, my brothers and sisters. It is the same as every other thing. The pressure it takes, anything worthwhile requires a lot of time, a lot of resources than what one person can handle, right? But then with the right mindset, you'll be able to achieve success. You'll be able to find out what works. You'll be able to discover what approach needs to be implemented that will ensure that you get the results you want. I don't know if you understand. Let me say it this way. You've tried something, or you imagine something. Let's use that one. You imagine something, right? It is difficult for you, right? You think about the good stuff, right? After a while, you start thinking about, what if I cannot do it? What if it goes wrong? You start considering all the possibilities, right? You are not wrong. See, your fears are very valid. I sometimes have the fear. You see, starting this channel, doing a podcast was never my thing at all. It is never my thing because I am an introverted person. If you've been watching my videos, you know, you can imagine the way I talk. I stutter a lot. I am not a stammerer, right? I don't stutter. If it's a normal conversation, let's say we have a get together now, and we are gisting, you go laugh, scatter. I am very funny, you get. But then when it comes to live, you're talking to people I don't know their background, I don't know them. You know, this idea of trying to do it perfect, trying to get it perfect, you know, starts to kick in, and you start considering what if I'm not good enough? What if this and that? What if that? You understand? I start becoming afraid. I felt that way too. But then somebody told me something. He said the world is the way it is. It is fucked up. Sorry, I'm using the F word. The world is so bad, right? Because the good people, they've decided to be silent. And it made sense to me, right? I have some values to share. But now I'm keeping it to myself, feeling inadequate. And then the world is getting worse by the day. And I'm blaming this, blaming that. And the world is still getting worse. Why not go out, sit in front of the camera, and spread your own message? By God's grace, somebody would hear it and they will take a better turn in their life. You might inspire somebody, and eventually that person would want to start up an agribusiness, do it the right way, achieve success. You've impacted somebody's life. You've not just impacted somebody's life, you've impacted millions that will benefit from that person's venture. Then it makes sense, and I said, okay, no problem, let me see what I can do. Yes, so that is what bettered this channel, me just trying to see what I can do. And it has taken us this far. Praise be to God. Yes, so that's to you, brothers and sisters that are feeling inadequate. Know this. It is valid. The fact that you are feeling inadequate is valid. All you need to do is to develop the right mindset. Think of the right mindset as the armor you need, right? Going into a battlefield, right? This space of agriculture, this space of agribusiness, this space of agricapitalism, it is a term I coined, agricapitalism. This space of agricapitalism, it is new to you, right? So definitely you are supposed to feel the fears, right? But when you have the armor with you, you can go in and you can come out as a winner, right? So we are going straight into the right mindset. I've talked a lot about how to succeed in the space agriculture that most people don't even know existed up to the very moment I dropped it on YouTube. One thing for you to do, as per you developing the right mindset, one thing for you to do is to find out what works. See, I can't stress this enough. Find out what works. See, leave the fear now. Take it upon yourself, right? So, number two, take it upon yourself that I want to find out what works. See, in this game, I will succeed. Have it in your head that you are going to succeed in this game, in this thing called agriculture. You are going to come out as a success. You are going to invest your time, you are going to do what is right, and you are going to come out as a success. Then find out what works. Because while motivation can take you to an extent, what you know will take you farther. I don't know if you get. What you know will take you further. What you know will take you to the top. Right? So get the mind of a winner, knowing that you will make it work by God's grace. All things being equal. See, think of it this way. All things being equal, all things being equal. God created everybody equally, right? So everybody have the same opportunities, right? All things being equal, you watching this, you listening to this, you will make it in this field called agriculture. In anything that you are doing in your life, you will make it. So once you have that in your head, what is left for you is to find out what works. Do a lot of research. Don't just jump into it now. Do a lot of research. What do I need to do? Okay, if I should try it this way, what result am I expecting? Act intelligently. That is the word. Act intelligently. Right? So, in developing the right mindset, cultivate that attitude of a winner. That will of a winner. No matter what it takes, I'm going to succeed. Yeah? Secondly, find out what works in this game. Okay, they talk about this, they talk about this, they talk about this. Which one is better? Which one should I implement that will give me the result I want? Find out what works. Thirdly, my brothers and sisters, is to network. Network with other people, right? Like I'm doing a video now. You can reach out to me. If you are looking for me, I'm going to share my LinkedIn account, Victory Idiagolor, my name. It is all around all my social media platforms, Victory Idiagolor. It is just Victory Idiagolor. I have an account on Medium where I drop blogs. I normally drop articles on this whole thing that I've been talking about on LinkedIn, right? I'm not so active on Instagram and Twitter and the other social media platform. I'm very active on LinkedIn. I'm active on Medium and I'm active on YouTube, right? So you can reach out to me, reach out to other people within the space that you've developed interest, right? So while you've cultivated the attitude of a winner, you find out what works, socialize with other people, network with other people. That mindset to always look for people to connect with, to find out answers. Yeah? So while you are networking with these people, find out answers to your questions. These people are experienced people, right? So now you've networked with them, you have a chance to talk to them, right? Find answers to your questions. Some things you can search for them online and you are not totally satisfied with the answers you got, right? You need an experienced person in that field to tell you, okay, I know they said you should do it like this, but if you do it like this and you do this, you get the results you want. You understand? So while you've cultivated the mindset, while you've found out what works, while you socialize, find the answers to your questions, right? So that is it for the right mindset. Find out what works, then implement your idea. Now, when it comes to implementing your ideas for an agripreneur, see, I said this in episode 11 where I said common mistake farmers make. I even said it in the episode where I talked about mistakes professionals make when going into agriculture. Agriculture is not a blind investment. It's not something you do and just leave it. It's not a passive investment, right? So when you are implementing it, be there, be active, watch, observe what works. Observe. I stated this in the episode where I talked about research. Observe what works. While you've cultivated the mindset of a winner, you are finding out what works, you are socializing with people, you are asking the right question, getting the answers to your questions, you observe, you implement it, right? You implement what you've gotten from all the sources. You are now in the farm, trying your hands, right? Not doing a passive investment, being actually active in your land, right? Observe what works. Then lastly, collaborate. I'm supposed to say this before in implementation, so please just tweak the list a little bit. Add this before implementation. Collaborate with others. One of the mistakes most farmers make is they try to do everything on their own. Collaborate with others. While you've networked, start up an investment club for that your project. See, think about it this way. I might be a farmer, right? I'm a farmer. I have a farm. I might also be part of your investment club to share my own ideas, commit some of my resources to it, to ensure that we get results from your own end, right? I might be a farmer doing just one crop, right? Or doing these types of crops, right? You might be doing a different thing with a different strategy, right? I might want to partner with you. You get? So collaborate. Think of I've said this a lot and I'll keep saying it. Think of your business, think of your farm, your agri as a business. It is not a plaything. It is not just a farm. It is not something you just do and leave. It is a business. Think like an entrepreneur. You are an agripreneur. You are an agripreneur. So think like a business person. Always strategize. Always plan. Develop that will of always succeeding. I will succeed. All things being equal, there is no village person stopping you. All things being equal, you will succeed and you will succeed. See, I said this in one of the episodes. I said, in this thing called agriculture, if you do it right, and I'm saying it again, if you do it right, you will sit in the rooms where the fate of nations will be talked about, will be discussed, will be determined, and you will have a voice. I promise you this, you will have a voice. In the rooms where the fate of nations will be determined, you will sit in the room and you will have a voice if you do it rightly. So develop the right mindset. Don't feel inadequate. See, that feeling of inadequacy, fight it with the will to succeed. No matter what, I'll succeed. Fight it with the will of no matter what, I'll find out what works. Fight it with the will of no matter what, I'll socialize with people. Fight it with the will of no matter what, I will ask the right questions to get the answers I need. Fight it with the will of I will collaborate with other people so I will not feel alone doing it. Fight it with the will of I will implement with these people. Fight it with the will of I will observe and adjust my process accordingly. Fight it with the will of I will succeed. And you will succeed. So that is it for our episode today. I hope you find value. It's a bit odd. I want you to get it. Yeah, that's why I'm screaming. Please don't be offended if I have screamed a lot at you. Please, I'm not actually screaming at you. I'm just trying to, transfer the energy to you so you get it. Let's see how we can do good in this field called agriculture. It is my wish for you watching, you listening. I want you to succeed in this thing so that we can change the narrative. I wrote a book called The Ground Beneath Your Hustle. It's all this my desire to see how we can transform Africa, not just Nigeria, my country, Africa as a whole. Let's build something that the world cannot pretend does not exist. Thank you very much for watching. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Let's spread the message. If you know somebody else that needs to see this, refer my channel to them. Let them watch and get value from it. I know it's going to do me good, though, but it's going to do them good, and you as well. Thank you very much. God bless you. Until next time, cheers.